Well, these are just some saddlebags I got on my Harley, and they're actually in good shape, except for the bottom on one of them. And the reason the bottom on one of them got all screwed up like this was there was a fire. The plastic inlet on the carburetor had a crack in it, and the fuel pulled up on the engine, and right where the push rod or the lifter holders are, right in the corners there, and it caught fire when the carburetor backfired when I was starting it, and it dripped down and got on the ground and it was flaming up, you know. So these bags are actually in really great shape except for the bottom. So what I did was I just got a piece of really heavy leather. It was tan, don't matter because it's going on the inside, and I took my structural rivet gun here. It looks like bolt cutters. You just put these long rivets in there and it works just like giant pop rivets. You put them in here, and this, when you put those two handles together, just like on, you know, like a pop rivet gun, it pulls this and it mushrooms this out, and then this snaps off. And these are structural rivets. These ain't going nowhere, man. But to make sure they don't, you know, pull through the leather, I got these stainless steel fender washers on here, and I got these things on this side, which I'm going to hit with some truck bed lining so they don't rust out or anything. Just some strapping steel. And then I got a little hole here still, so I got to sew in this patch from the inside, and I just hit it with some freaking flat, probably truck bed lining, you know, on the bottom. Yeah, it's going to protect the leather. You're not going to see that. And we got our Speedy Stitcher. Oh, this stuff. You sew this. All you got to do is put a few stitches along the top here, all around. And once that's done, this will be solid enough. As a matter of fact, it got my rain gear a little bit too. It got melted, but it doesn't have too many holes in it, so don't matter. So for 15-20 bucks, I'd rather fix it than replace this for $200. These were expensive, but these are actually from 1990, so they are 28 years old, almost 30 years old, right? They're still good. Still good. One part that got messed up is back here. You know, you can actually, if you're a professional, you would just replace these two pieces, but I'm not doing that. You know, this is still nice and supple. We add this junk. I already sprayed this piece of brown leather down with a bunch of waterproofing, kiwi leather waterproofing stuff. So, and we got the rough side on the inside, and we'll just, I'm going to probably hit that with just some flat black and a little truck bed lining over the bottom, you know, so that'll keep stuff from getting screwed up. And, you know, if there's a little bit of water that gets in here and goes out the bottom, that's okay, because you don't want water collecting in here, because you could still, you know, I rarely ever zip these closed. I just buckle them closed. So if it gets a lot of heavy rain, sometimes you get water in there, so having a little bit of a hole down here where it can get out, that ain't gonna be bad. I ain't gonna mind that. So anyway, that's how you can fix stuff dirt cheap. There's some Jap bikes out there. Anyway, so that's what I do, man. I just, you know, anything I can fix, I freaking fix it. I don't freaking buy new crap. That's how you don't spend as much money. And all of a sudden you realize you got some money to buy something that's significantly good, right? Anyway, over now. Well, my other Confederate mascot showed up. I'm almost done with this thing. I kind of stopped. I was doing something else. But we got some carbon C60 in his meow meow food, so we're going to give it to him right now. He looks like you got your dirt off of you, buddy. Your dirt off of you? Your dirt's off of you, huh? Huh? Yeah. He looks clean. Look at that. See? Okay, Poopy. Hold on a second. Oh, he smells it up there. You gonna jump? You gonna do it? He looks like he's gonna do it. There he goes. Well, good, buddy. And I'm almost done with this. Just the bottom. So we're gonna paint it. Put some truck bed lining on it. It's almost sewed up. I'm gonna do a couple more stitches. I had to refill up that Speedy Stitcher all again. And of course, I got my Cooter's Garage cup there. See General Lee on the side. I don't want to put my hand there because he'll get a little nervous. But he's all clean. Look at that kid. Hey, buddy. Looking good. You're not going to see that because that's going to be on the bottom. It's going to be like next to the pipes practically. So, but at least as long as my stuff don't fall out, it won't. You look on the inside. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's moving. He's getting scared. He's getting scared. He's moving. Ain't going nowhere. You okay? Ain't going nowhere. It's all sewed in there good, riveted. So, my stuff won't fall out. I figure I'll stop the video right there, man. I just got to do a few more stitches and paint it. Put some truck bed lining on it so the damn grommets don't rust. But you can do a lot with that thing. That thing's pretty good. I stopped, I was doing something else. Then it got dark out. And I had to refill up that thing with string. That's polyester string in there, so it won't. Polyester, nylon is slightly stronger than polyester, but nylon will break down under UV light. And it's not really going to get UV light because I'm going to spray it with something, but then polyester does not break down with UV light. It's made for it's outdoor threads. So I'll stick these bags over there again. I'll probably before I put them on, I might get some spray dye and blast them with that crap so they look pretty new. Yeah, freaking yo-yo. But yeah, it goes to show you, you can see all the stitching. I gotta tie this together, so we tie a knot in there a bunch of times, cut the ends off. I gotta do a few more stitches right here just to make sure this, and then this will get all black. You'll never see this. This is down on the bottom. This closes up like that. See? Get the fringe on there. So I got my rain suit in there. I don't know, a couple tools. I don't know what the hell else is in there. So glad this little guy showed up. Boots was just here about 20 minutes ago. Boots the cat. So I took Putin out and I had him bump heads. So he was just here and he got some carbon C60. So this guy, that was no paint on him. I don't know, maybe the light is making him look like he's got a little white in his fur and the black. He was just rolling around in the dirt. That's all he was doing, man. He's rolling around in the dirt. So he just likes rolling around in the dirt. Sometimes he gets dirt on him. He's nobody painted him or nothing. I couldn't brush him because I can't touch this guy. But I'm glad this is done. This is another project. I figured this took some time. I'm punching through 3 layers of leather sometimes with this stuff, and it's thick stuff with this thing. And you could say, oh, what's this sloppy stitching? You're not going to see that on the bottom when it's painted black. I am going to get some, I'm going to go to Wally World and get some spray dye or some shoe dye to go over that crap. What are you doing, good boo-boo? What are you looking at? Just looking at something down there. What the hell are you looking at, you little shit? And this thing, we're gonna fix a slight oil leak where the oil pump is bolted to the block. It only leaks when it's running, slow drip. I'm gonna do a JB weld and see if it holds up. I think it will because it's not much of a leak. And I gotta get to it though. One thing at a time, man. And then after that, we're gonna put the 35-foot Confederate flag up in the back here, kind of like facing the roadway. And fucking A. It's gonna be a 5x8 Army of Tennessee one. So with a big floodlight on it. It should be more obvious than the ones I got here. They're only about 15 feet high, 17 feet or some crap. So he ain't too scared of me. You just can't pet him. He's doing all right. Boots is doing okay. I didn't see him limping or he looked like he was walking okay to me. Here's my other, but that other one's going to be twice as high as that, bigger, where more of that traffic goes by. So just takes a lot of time to stitch that garbage up, but the pop rivets and the stitches, that crap's going to be in there 10 more years, man. Maybe 20, I don't know. So, and once I cover up them stitches with some goop or something, some kind of dye and paint, maybe truck bed lining or something, light coated that stuff, they're going to be protected from the weather, and polyester can handle weather too anyway. So, I mean, the damn saddlebag stitched together anyway, and stitch has been holding up for freaking 8 million years as it is. So, I'm glad this little guy showed up. So all 6 of my guys are good. Putin, Rocky, Goldie, Gold Digger, the female, Boots, and Big Ben Panda Cat here. So we're all good to go.